Welcome to YouTube Your Haunt.
I'm Jeremy and Zach. We're the Bloodshed Brothers. We did a home hunt for 10 years, and then we did a pro hunt last year. We're doing it again this year, and we've been vlogging and making YouTube videos for almost 2 years now, 700 and something days, consecutive days of video. And we wouldn't have gotten where we are without using YouTube. The pro hunt we work for right now, we went to it the year before we started working it, and we just threw a review of it and put it on YouTube, just what we thought of it and that kind of stuff. The actors all saw it and it got shared around. It got like a couple hundred views. And then when the people who worked there before us got like left and that kind of thing, they like, oh, let's email these guys because they seem passionate about haunting, and they didn't even see any of our other work on any of our haunts or walkthroughs or anything. They're like, just off that one review video, and that's how we got hired doing it. So without YouTube, we wouldn't be doing a pro hunt at all right now.
So they were having a haunt there before you started?
Yes, it was in its 4th year last year.
Okay.
And I am Troy from HalloweenHellmouth. I started on YouTube back in 2007. I just wanted to showcase a couple of my videos that I had done for the haunted house that I do at my house. I put them online, didn't really think much of it. And then a year later I go back and there are quite a few views on them, and the alluring thing about it is, you know, everybody hears about making money from YouTube. So I figured why not. Started making a prop car, which I took a real car and I cut the back third of it off to make a prop, and I wanted to showcase that, which basically brings us, basically showcasing your haunt.
Advertise your haunts, showcase a prop. Try to have to pretty much anything you want to film, you can pretty much film it, and there's probably someone that'll watch it. Yeah.
Right. Be it, you know, a commercial for your pro haunt, a trailer, an actual prop that you're building that you want to show others, because I mean, as haunters, we all share, and YouTube is a wonderful community to facilitate that. So, starting off, some of you may be new to YouTube, some of you may not, and we're not going to get into the specifics of how to use YouTube. You've got to kind of figure that out for yourself, and they change things on a very consistent, unannounced basis. So basically start out by signing in or create your account.
You got to get a good name. Like most haunts, you'll just use your haunt name for your YouTube channel, or if like you're on the forums or anything like that, you use your, you know, your avatar name. So like, you know, we picked the Bloodshed Brothers. You know, there's some haunts that like, there's like famous YouTubers who started their YouTube accounts, and it's like Sexy Phil, and he has like one of the most popular YouTube news shows on YouTube right now. So, but you're stuck with it once you pick it. So it makes sure it's something you're going to use, and it's something that works like with your haunt or with, you know, your alias. Sounds semi-professional. Yeah.
Yeah. Make sure it's not something that, or make sure it's something that you can live with, because you don't want to create a name and then you put up a couple videos, they get popular, and you're like, oh, I don't like that name, because unless you want to delete everything and redo it.
And YouTube offers you the opportunity to kind of customize your YouTube channel with graphics and that sort of thing. You have like a headline of a banner. The sides of your channel can be all fancy like this. And that just adds a little more professionalism to the look of YouTube, because everyone's YouTube channels are essentially set up the same. And then like we go with like a logo, like if your hunt has a logo, or if you have a logo, just keep it consistent. Like the BB we use everywhere, so everyone knows the BB. To the point where it gets confused with big black clothing right now, with teenagers and stuff. It's crazy.
Yeah, even if you don't keep it, even if you're not going to be doing it commercially, even for your home haunt, it's good to have graphics on your page that, because people do judge a book by its cover. So if they go to your screen and they see nothing, it's not going to hold interest, and they might end up not even watching your video, even though it might be really awesome. There's that word again. So, guys, question. What do you do now? I'll give that to you.
Thank you.
But you're wrong.
What do I get if I'm right?
You have to have a video in order to upload a video. So we're going to go through a little bit about that.
All the cameras we have here, there's just a ton lying around, all record in high def up to 1080p. We usually upload in 720 because it takes forever to do it otherwise. And it looks the best, and YouTube lets you watch up to that much. But if you upload any lower, you know, obviously you'll watch any higher, and it'll look like, well, not very good.
Right, absolutely grainy. So the higher that you can get as far as your video, your source video, you want to maintain that. People can go and watch it in lower def, but it's not going to be as good of quality.
Yeah, YouTube automatically plays it in 360, so you have to literally go click high def if you want to watch it in high def.
Image quality kind of follows along the same lines. You want to make sure that whatever you're using, especially if it's a cell phone, which there are some cell phones that are becoming pretty good as far as video is concerned, you want to make sure that your video and audio is, you know, you can both view it clearly and the audio is good,
Yeah.
for lack of a better term. So cell phones, not exactly the best thing to make a video, use for a vlog, or even a prop building how-to, just because it doesn't have the clarity that people need to see in order to stay connected.
This is something that even all of us still have trouble with when it comes to, because especially with us when we do vlogs, we're so used to, you know, doing this and just walking around, that when we actually go to film other things like props and walkthroughs, we're filming very, you know, fast, like, because we're just looking at it. That's what we're used to. So, and all it takes is practice for this kind of stuff too. You just gotta keep it still and just slowly pan if you're filming something. If you're filming yourself, you've got to practice and get used to it. Maybe look in a mirror, because you could go too high. You're filming your forehead,
Yeah.
you're filming your chest, or you might be zoomed in. You might be zoomed in on the way, so you see like just that. Yeah. But it just takes practice, and it is weird talking to a camera, and in public too. Like, you know, walking. Like, here's not that big of a deal, but like just walking around in public, you know, people are looking at you like, why is this happening? You know, which and that leads to like people sometimes film down like this. Sometimes people film up like this, but mostly like down like this, and like they're kind of like looking around. They're not looking at the camera. You just gotta just film like that, and so they can see your face, and then it's easier to work the camera. You can just literally just like flip it around instead of like, you know, maneuvering it all over the place.
One suggestion that I have is when you're filming either a prop or your haunts or whatnot, look through the lens of the camera. I mean, it's not like old cameras where you have to stick it up to your eye. Look through the lens, because that's what you're filming. I've seen a lot of mistakes being made as far as people, they're looking and they're just holding it here and they're talking, but they're not looking to see, to make sure that everything's in frame, going slowly, not shaky all over the place, because people that have slower computers that don't watch in higher quality, when you start shaking all over the place, the video can start cutting up. People's internet connections may not be that good. So that's one thing. Kind of got off topic, but that's one thing to think about. If you're going to vlog, don't. Not on a daily basis, unless you don't want live. Make sure that you're comfortable in front of the camera. And I don't really know how to do that unless you just...
It just takes time. I mean, if you go back and watch our first vlog,
It's so awkward.
we don't even like it. It's embarrassingly uncomfortable to watch, and it just takes practice and getting used to. And once you're comfortable, then everyone else will be comfortable, you know, watching.
Yeah, the same token, people have told me, yeah, I started watching your videos from the very beginning. I'm like, oh, no. Audio versus video. It's actually a fact that if you have poor video, but your audio is really good, people will continue to watch. However, if you have good video and the audio is not good, I mean, muffled, can't hear the person speaking, then people tune out.
Mm-hmm.
And that's simply because, I mean, for the most part, media is audio, radio is what we're used to. If you can't hear it, then you're not going to understand it, and your audience is going to leave.
For example, we just bought this camera last week because our flips are dying. The speaker is right on top there. Well, I'm left-handed, so I hold the camera like that. I was blocking the speaker. Can't tell you how many comments we got about where the sound went. I mean, and I told them, it's like, new camera, I forgot, and they still think like something's wrong with the video because I was blocking the speaker with my finger. But they never say anything about the picture quality. If it's bad picture quality, they'll never say anything about it, but if the audio's out, they get upset.
Vlog, comedy, and humor, and the only reason why I'm including vlog, I mean, obviously that's what we do. If you're going to give a tutorial, depending upon how long it is, sometimes putting humor in there, even if you think that it is just not in character for you or completely off the wall. If you watch a TV show or a sitcom, people don't act like that in real life, and we're kind of desensitized with media in that aspect. So if you ham it up a little bit in front of the camera, you might retain that audience just a little bit more than just something that's dry and monotone and boring.
Yeah, like Zach and I, you know, and it's weird with vlogging because like vloggers are usually fairly quiet people in real life, and you know, whenever we're around people for the first time, like you guys aren't talking as much as you do on the videos. It's just you turn the camera on, we have something to say. Like, it's just what it is. So like you know, like amping up, adding humor and that sort of thing really has.
And it works with us since we're both on there. Like we can play off each other. You know, if something's funny, he's gonna laugh. If like Troy's vlogging by himself, he says something funny, no one's gonna laugh because he's by himself. So it just makes it makes for like awkward.
Worse if you don't laugh.
Yeah.
It's like no one's gonna laugh.
And that's something that Keith, you guys may know Keith, he actually told me, he says you need a funny fat friend for comic relief. And he told me to say that, so it's okay, I can say it. Bringing your audience in, that's something that's really important if you're a vlogger, whether you're every day, don't do it, or you know, once a week or whatever you do for your haunt. If you have videos that are more than just a trailer or a promo to get people interested in your channel as a whole, that can help bring the audience in a little bit.
Well, real quick, what you're saying, the biggest thing, like when we do the haunt tours, because we went to Transworld, we've been to HauntCon, when we review the haunts after we walk through them, and we put like links in the description of the videos, like, you know, here's that haunt's YouTube page, here's their website, here's their Facebook. Their YouTube pages have nothing, and it's mostly because they don't want their secrets to get out. But the people who are going to be watching haunt videos aren't your customers. Like it's like we have our build videos because we document every single day we build our haunt. We get like 700 to 800 views a video. Maybe 3 or 4 of those are actual potential customers. Everyone, all the views are you guys watching. You know, you're not going to fly to California to come see our haunt. You're just watching the video, and so that's a big thing. Like, you know, if you're doing a pro hunt, like it's okay to put your stuff up on YouTube. It's not going to get stolen. Other hunters already know about all the props you have. I mean, and so it's just that's all I'm going to do.
What's the primary asset then if no one's going to show up from the videos?
Well, he's saying like, you know, if you film like a review of a haunt or like daily build videos, but I mean promos and trailers and walkthroughs, that's where your customers are going to be watching. And like the demographic for haunts, you know, like 15 to 20-year-old is on YouTube. They're on YouTube. So, you know, having a really good promo or something like that, that's what they'll see.
And we'll get into that a little bit later with keywords and descriptions. Copyright. Very, 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 very important. Whether you guys are just putting up a video of a prop that you're doing, don't use background music. Don't use anything that's not yours. Background music, images. Not only do you want YouTube not to flag it and take it down, if in the future, and we'll get into it in a second, you have the option to revenue share your video or make money from it. If you have copyrighted material on it, you cannot revenue share it. So you cannot make money from that video. And if you've done that with several videos, even if it's just background music that somebody else has done, and then you get the opportunity to start making money from it, you can't make money from any of those videos because it's somebody else's work.
And YouTube is crazy about their copyright. Like if you are walking through, you know, Spirit during Halloween, you're just filming some of the store, the music on the speakers, you can get flagged for copyright.
And then you don't mute the audio for the entire video in some cases. Or which happened to us. We filmed a video from 1.5 years ago, and we got flagged for copyright because it said YouTube said there was something from the United Federation of European Football in that video. I watched it 30 times, and there's nothing. It's just a random off-season day where we're playing hide and go seek with my sister, and we're just talking about some hot stuff at the end of the day. Oh, we got colorful costumes in the mail, and that was it. And YouTube said you can either delete the video and you'll get the strike removed off your account, or you could send in an appeal, but they're like, if we find out like you're lying, we'll just disable your entire account. And so that's like losing 800 videos. So I just like,
by day 125. Yeah, I just deleted it.
Rest in peace.
And to that point, you like if YouTube thinks you deserve a strike, you only get 3 of them, and your account's done.
Yeah, so all the hard work of whatever you've done, whether it be one video or 600, yeah, I'd be ashamed to have all
And there's
that
plenty of ways around it. You can find so many royalty-free music websites for all your stuff. Like we sometimes just risk it, and like if we want to put a song in, we'll put a song in, because YouTube sometimes will have, it'll just put a link in your description to buy the song on iTunes, and then you're okay.
Yeah,
But
it
that's-
automatically
So you're
detects.
taking a risk when you do that every time.
Right. Yeah, and YouTube, sometimes you'll see clickable ads on the video, and that's what Zach was talking about. YouTube automatically flags a lot of the music so that the artist can get paid. That's what that ad helps represent, so that the artist gets, even though I don't know, Michael Jackson still is. I mean, how many times have you heard Thriller on a haunt video, and Michael Jackson's like, never mind.
So did you say you could buy the music on iTunes and play it?
Write this down, Kevin MacLeod, MacLeod.
Yeah, it's so fun.
Yeah, it looks like MacLeod. And it's in Competech, INCOMPETEC.com, I believe. If you Google Kevin MacLeod, you'll find it. He's an excellent source of royalty-free music. The only thing that you have to make sure that you do is on the video you have to give credit at the end of the end of the video, or somewhere in the video make reference to it, and also in your description put a link back to his website, and hopefully give him a donation, because he's done a lot of stuff for a lot of people. I know if you guys know Terror Clowns online, Jared used to use his stuff quite often. Oh, and the last slide there. Edit, 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 edit. Please edit. It sucks, but you have to do it. So, software.
Basic software. If you have a Mac iMovie, it's free. Same thing with Windows Movie Maker, it's free. Just starting out, they're super easy to use. If you get more advanced, or you want to do more advanced stuff, you have to buy your programs. We use Corel Movie Studio Editor, and I think Troy uses Sony Vegas.
Sony Vegas Platinum HD.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is not user-friendly, and it took a long time, and there's still things I don't know how to do on it. Length of the video, depending upon what you're doing, I say length of 10 minutes is usually about norm. Would you agree?
Yeah, well, if you first start a YouTube account, you can't upload more than 15-minute videos. Your account gets upgraded, like if you follow the rules for a certain amount of time, then you can upload longer than that.
Which goes back to the copyright.
Yeah.
And as far as the average YouTube user is concerned, they only like 4 to 5 minute videos. That's kind of not what we do. So you're gonna have to, like, you're not really gonna get famous making haunt videos because they're so long. And we upload like almost a 10-minute video every day.
And I do a 20-minute, but there's COC that people can't watch. But anyway, I mean, keep the length down. Try to, when you edit, keep everything on point, keep it moving, which also segues to keep interest in dry time. And
What do you consider the ideal time?
We try to keep ours 10 to 20 minutes. Like if it's a normal like off-season day for us, we'll do like 10 minutes. Haunt build videos are 20 minutes. Like we vlogged, yesterday all day at the convention and at the haunt tours. That's like a 26-minute vlog. But then there's weird situations, like we filmed the entire show floor room at Transworld, 55 minutes straight through. That is almost at 7,000 views right now, and no one said anything bad about the length at all. So it just depends on your
So,
video.
and it really comes down to, you're not really, you're making videos for other people, but you're really not making them for other people, you're making them for yourself. And because we never thought anyone would ever watch us, and we don't think we're that entertaining. And so you gotta like make what you like and put it online, and just other people will probably like it if you are sincere about it.
when you guys edit, and it kind of goes back to the length of video, it really depends on what you're doing. Obviously, a trailer isn't going to be 10 minutes long, it's going to be, 30 seconds, somewhere in that time frame. Prop building, I mean, if it's going to go over 10 minutes, then maybe break it up. But editing out that dry time to where there's nothing going on, or you're sitting there doing the ever so used, it gets old. And when you guys go and edit, you'll pick up on these things. You'll pick up on things editing that you do, little mannerisms that you will not.
You get very annoying. How did I ever make friends in life?
Right, right. Intros.
Our intros, at first when we started doing it, we had no intro. But then we did our own cheesy little intro, and then we had a professional intro made for us, just to try to keep it somewhat professional for us. And everyone likes it. I mean, it's just a quick little 15-second intro. Using blood spatter. It was Hi-Rezdesigns.com, H-I and then dash REZdesigns.com. He does home hunt DVDs, like he pretty much does like what Pale Night Productions does, but on a home hunt level. You can buy like the DVDs, kind of like how Atmospheres does on the show floor. You can buy the DVDs, and then you make the prop yourself. You know, whether it's like the Axe door or the Asylum door, or what have you.
Watermarks. You guys, is there anybody that's not familiar with watermark on a video? Okay. When you watch CBS, NBC, bottom right-hand corner, they'll have like the semi-transparent channel identification. Basically, that's what a watermark is. I use HalloweenHellmouth because that's my channel. Any video that you do, it kind of helps you as far as people taking your stuff and saying that it's their own.
Is that a function that you can use in the software?
In some software, yes. I'm pretty sure Windows Movie Maker should be able to do some kind of transparency.
No.
No?
There's no layering on it.
You can put text, over.
Yeah, but it's not going to be transparent.
If you have a good video, people are going to share it. And if they share it on Twitter, Facebook, personal website, somewhere else, you want to have some link back to you that's built into your video so that not only does it protect you and your copyright, it also offers a link back to more information so that people can come to the source if they have any questions or comments, hopefully no complaints.
Do you actually copyright word for word?
I won't get into copyright too much, and Dana would probably be the excellent person to ask that. Copyright, as soon as you write something, it's copyrighted.
It is, but you should at least once a year, if you have something written or a particular video that you want to copyright, you should just go to the copyright at uscopyright.gov, I believe, once a year, and just kind of lump everything in that you've copyrighted. I was going to talk to you and you guys about that too. At least once a year, if you have anything that you have written that you want specifically yours, yes, it is copyrighted, but somebody could take you to court and say they copied it verbatim, then it's your word against theirs, that it's yours and it was yours to begin with, and it might just save you some court costs to just one time a year, if you had anything new written that year for your hunt or for whatever, or a video, just get it copyrighted. It doesn't, I'm not sure, I haven't even done it yet for mine, but I was just advised this the other day that you do kind of want to protect yourself in that way. For you guys, obviously you can go back to the source, and I would say, oh no, that's theirs. I wrote that, that's theirs. But for everybody else, yeah, you definitely, if you wrote it and then put it somewhere, and we had a case where the backstory I wrote for the brothers was actually copied and pasted by another haunter, and he just changed the names and a few of the circumstances. You remember that?
Yeah.
And then
We're pretty creative, man.
And in that particular case, they approached me, and all it took was me writing to this person and saying, hey, you can't do that. I wrote this for Bloodshed Brothers, you can't do it. And he took it down. But if it became a fighting match between somebody who's very dishonest saying, no, actually that's mine, then it can save you going to court. So yes, once a year, just do copyright.gov, get it copywritten, and you're done.
Thank you. And that's the other excellent thing too, is on YouTube, when you upload a video, it's all time and date stamped.
Yeah.
So as long as someone's not trying to claim it before you've done it, then you've got that protection, and YouTube helps with that. Oh, that's embarrassing. All right. All right, so now it's time to upload your video, because we have one now.
Upload your video.
Yes. Awesome. From the YouTube page, in the very top, and like I said, we're not going to get too much into the functionality of YouTube. That's a whole different thing in itself. But go to your page, select upload at the top, Once you start to upload your file, for right now anyway, this is the screen that comes up. You want to make sure that you choose a good category. You want to make sure that it's filed correctly.
As soon as you click upload, whatever the file was called on your computer, that's what it'll say up there. And sometimes YouTube will take 3 minutes to upload a video, and then all of a sudden people are watching your video, and it's called, you know, like dicking around in the backyard, which is what it should be. So like as soon as you get there, you want to just change the title and click save.
And get rid of like, you know, the WMV, like it'll always have like the dot something, or yeah, the file extension stuff. And then description, like the best way to get your video seen, whether it's a vlog or a trailer or a skit for your hunt, have this kind of the same thing in all 3 boxes, you know, like Hellmouth vlog, and then in the description, or at least for us in our descriptions we put where to buy like our t-shirts, and you know where you can get intros or links to all the stuff we talk about in the vlogs, and then the tags, pretty much most important because that's what people are going to search to find your video. So if you know, like for us, we pretty much every Halloween word out there is in our tags, you know, and then we'll like add it. We always leave because you can't have an unlimited amount of number of tags. Like we'll cut it off eventually. Right. So like we have our normal tags, but then like for these weekend videos, we add, you know, West Coast Farmers Convention, WCHC, you know, 2012, that kind of stuff. And then like last night we put Screaming at the Beach in the tag because we were there, so we would kind of customize it depending on what we're doing that day. And then, but it'll get viewed best if you kind of have like the same thing like in each of them. So like our title is West Coast Farmers Convention Day 1, and then we have like westcoastfarmersconvention.com in the description, and then West Coast Farmers Convention in the tags. So that's 3 things it can get searched for, and it'll just say we have a better chance of it coming up since it's in there so many times.
And kind of key for everyone too is the name of your town and then your hunt, because when that gets searched on Google, it has a better likelihood of coming up.
Yeah, and the way that I do it, and we do it a little bit differently, I just use Notepad on the PC. I've got everything already done, so all I have to do is cut and paste it into the previous text boxes. So on the left, you know, whether you're home, pro, or whatever, if you have merchandising, that's the time to list it. You can put, this is the only place on YouTube that you can put actual websites for people to click a link. So in the description of your video, you have to put the whole address with the HTTP://. But that's the only place that people can click to go to that. And then what you guys were just talking about, all the tags I've got up there, and you say every Halloween word. I've got the name of my haunt, haunted house, home haunt, yard, daily, vlog, vlogging, pot building, how-to, somewhere there. I've got Lawndale, that's the name of my street. Supernatural, gothic, zombie, mummy, mummies, skull. Everything's up there. So because that's what YouTube uses when somebody types in a search for a video. That's one of the things that it uses to pull that video up, and you want your video to be viewed no matter what it is.
And YouTube has cracked down on fake tags, like you could put, you know, lesbians kissing in your tags, and if it's not your video, you're gonna take your video down. Because people will put famous YouTube names, like the most subscribed, in their tags to get more views, and they'll do the same thing.
See, class teaches me something. I didn't know that.
Can't use that lesbian kissing.
We told you guys that we weren't going to do anything as far as like show you how to do stuff, but annotations, I've had a lot of people ask me how to do annotations. And all annotations they're basically text that you can put in your video. This isn't something that you edit in, this is after you've uploaded. It's a feature of YouTube. People can click on that and you can bring them either to your channel, one of your videos, somebody else's video.
Someone else's channel, someone else's video, a playlist. You can do tons of other things.
An automatic subscribe button.
Yeah.
This video right here is the drop panel video that I did last year. And the other video that I put up along with this, the prop car, doesn't have as many views. And because people, when they went, I'm just going to indulge in a second for the prop car and the drop panel. And it goes back to the keywords. When people look for drop panel scares, they're going to put in drop panel. That's something that we're all familiar with, but prop car is not something somebody's going to search for. So that's one reason why this video is doing so well and the other one isn't. So by using the annotation, you can basically advertise another video to kind of shuffle people into watching the other one.
Like all of,
Probably avoid industry standard word when you're talking amounts.
Yeah,
Which word?
yeah, that's a
Industry
good point.
standard words like haunt, drop panels, you know, things like that.
People
That's-
are like,
we all know
yeah,
that is
yeah.
an opposite.
Normal people are more
Yes.
likely to
Don't.
search,
Right.
you know, like prank or, you know, people getting scared versus, you know, drop panel.
Right.
and then like for us,
Excellent
for our
point.
orientations, we'll like at the end of our walkthroughs, we'll like, because everyone's all like, oh, this hunt's so cool, like our home hunt especially, because like our 2010 walkthroughs like at 30,000 views. Like, oh, we want to come to this, where you guys live, all this kind of stuff. So we have an annotation at the very end that takes up the entire screen that says, you want to see more, check out next year's video. So they'll go to our 2010, 2011 walkthrough, and then they're at you know, all the stadium stuff we do at our pro hunt. And so that's kind of how we do that, because it's like we get so many people going back and watching our old videos, they still think we're doing a home hunt, and they want to come see it. And we don't do a home hunt anymore, so.
And that's why in your booklets right now, it's just going to say annotations, and I didn't want to print out all the stuff on the screen because it's a lot of paper, a lot of ink. So I'm just going to go through it real quick. If you guys are interested in writing it down, then it's easier than it sounds. This right here is your video page, your video manager page, and when you get your account, click on the tab for video manager. What this is going to show is the vlog, or be it one of your prop building videos that you want somebody else to link to another prop building video. Let's say you've got like drop panel creation video one, and then you've created another one to link to it. Hellmouth vlog 527, the one that's on the top. We're creating an annotation for that one so that when people click on it, it'll bring them back to the previous day or the previous video on 526. So when you right click on it, copy the shortcut, and then go to the video above it, hit the button, and then click on annotations. And then that will bring you to the annotation screen. And you can see that I've already made them. Upper left-hand corners yesterday, and that little mark right there means that there's already a link there. The upper right-hand corner, tomorrow, there's no link there. There's no annotation there yet. So click on Note, and that will bring you over here to all this stuff. So basically, Note yesterday, that's the text that's going to appear up there. Just like any other text box, the 4 boxes on it, you can enlarge it, make it smaller. You've got your text size, the color of your box. You can even select when you want the annotation to start and when you want it to end. But the most important thing is this right here is where you put the link for the previous, or for the video that you want people to click on. Am I making sense? Are you guys with me? Okay.
Can you move that box anywhere you want on the screen?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. You can.
obviously have multiple boxes.
Yeah, you can have, we have a playlist. YouTube has a new feature. They're trying to push playlists for people to watch. So like if you come to our booth, we have all our build videos playing on a playlist, and they'll just repeat the entire day. And but we have a playlist of all of our old haunts, our the ones we did in 2001, 2002 when we were in elementary school, middle school, and at the end we literally have like 10 annotations for all the different years we have videos for, and we're like just go wild and click on it. Engagements.
Well, likes and dislikes. It's
Likes and dislikes are interesting. They're the same thing. If someone likes your video, it's the same thing as someone dislikes your video. It doesn't do anything to your YouTube account. It just kind of maybe hurts your feelings a little bit the first couple times it happens. But like, best way to describe it is like the most disliked video on YouTube is Rebecca Black's Friday. So
having a dislike video isn't necessarily
yeah,
bad.
look at that. I mean, and so like, but if you're doing like videos for the haunt community or stuff for your haunt, like trailers and stuff, you're usually not going to get dislikes. The haunt community on YouTube is very nice to each other. Usually, we'll get a dislike every now and then, but yeah, it's they're just this is just a way to engage your audience. Remind them to like or dislike your video. And then comments. People leave comments. You'll either if you're doing like a prop how-to, it'll just be like tips or just good jobs. That
What you did wrong.
Yeah, what you did wrong. That's always a fun one. So we preempt our how-tos with, this isn't the right way or the wrong way. This is just our way. So be nice, because but then comments on YouTube, you can get YouTube trolls. Just the random people who go around YouTube just being assholes to everybody. They have no clue who you are, what you do, they're just being jerks.
So keep an eye on your video comments also,
Yes.
and make sure that you take anything down that's offensive, so that you don't
You
put
have
on there.
control over even commenting?
Yes, yeah, you can delete comments. You can if you get a good following, your other commenters who comment daily, they will actually go and like help and spam comments.
And because, you know, hunters are generally so nice, if you do get someone who doesn't understand and is mean, it's just like someone says something like, oh, that was a cool video, and then someone that isn't a hunter is like, shut up, you're stupid. Like, we've got emails like, can you do something about this person being mean to me, because they're not used to dealing with things like that. So you can go and delete the comments and, you know, kind of just damage control.
Yeah. Like we do movie reviews, horror movie reviews on our channel also. We have, I think our review of Insidious is almost like 8,000 views. People think we're a gay couple together. Like that was like for like the longest time in the comments was just like, so you guys gay together or what? It's like, we're twins? And no. So, but the best thing to do for YouTube trolls is you go to their profile and leave a comment saying, you mad bro, pisses them off. They will reply on a comment back on your video, even more mad. It's hilarious.
And if you have nothing better to do.
Yeah.
You can start YouTube fights.
Maybe a friendly peck on the cheek once in a while will get you some.
Yeah.
If you're not the owner of the account, then you can flag a comment for spam. It doesn't delete it though. It's actually the person that owns the account that can delete the comment. Also be careful if you guys comment, and we'll also get into this in a second. If you guys comment on videos, let's say you screw up the first comment, and well, you can delete your own also, your own comments. You put a comment and it's like, oh, that doesn't sound right, you delete it and you put another comment, YouTube will automatically spam that because they think that you're just leaving random comments, and maybe it's after 3. And other people can read, if it's flagged as spam, if somebody's flagged it as spam, other people can read that, they just say not spam and they can still read that. So that's why it's so important to keep up on your comments no matter what your video is, and delete the ones that are pure jerks.
But plus, the people watch like it if you engage in the comments and respond to what they have to say, so they just don't feel like they're talking to nobody.
Right.
Which I think is coming up.
Yeah.
Does
Yeah.
that affect the number of likes or dislikes, or if you delete off the
No, it's completely
delete off
different.
a jerk and
Yeah.
just dislike?
No, like our videos, we can get maybe like 15 comments, but 3 likes. So
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
And favorites is just another way that your audience, basically this is feedback. When people like, dislike, comment, or favorite on your video, it's basically feedback. So if you know that you're getting high view count and all these things are happening, then you know that you're engaged with your audience, which is a good thing to be. And favorites is just another way that somebody can basically put on their channel your video and say, hey, I favorited this, so that their people that watch them can see what they favorited, and that can lead those people back to you, kind of like an Amway pyramid.
Yeah,
Okay.
like we made a video called Shit Hunters Say, and it 5,000 views. It got shared 75 times on Facebook. It got favorited like 30 times. So it just goes to show that like it works. Subscriptions, YouTube subscriptions. YouTube's kind of trying to break away from the subscription thing, because it used to be if like you're as popular as, depending on how many subscribers you have. So like, you know, there's people who have over 1 million subscribers. We have almost 1,400. It kind of doesn't really matter, because like we have 1,400 subscribers. You think we get 1,400 views a video? We don't. So the subscription thing doesn't really work for YouTube anymore. But the best thing about subscribing is you subscribe to us or Troy or whoever. When you log into your YouTube account, on the home page of YouTube, it'll have a list of all your subscriptions. So you don't gotta like, oh, what are the Bloodshed Brothers up to? You gotta go look for our newest video. If you're subscribed to us, it'll just be on your homepage, and then you can watch our videos.
And that's the best way to make other hunters know you're out there. When we started, we just, anything, even today, any videos that have anything to do with hunts, we will subscribe to.
We're subscribed to over 900 people on YouTube, and that's hunters. Like, yeah, if it's just like a walkthrough from 2007, that's their only YouTube video, we'll just subscribe to them anyways, just in case they start.
So they know of us, and we're supporting other hunters.
Which also goes into commenting on like videos. So what they're just talking about, you go and find other people that do haunted houses, build videos, anything, you subscribe to them. Watch their videos, comment on some of them, let them know that you're theirs, that hopefully they'll subscribe back to you. and you can start getting, I don't want to make it a popularity contest, but I mean, you want your video to get viewed. So by word of mouth, talking to those people, talking in circles, you can, yes, thank you.
Give him another one.
Oh, you said it?
Yeah.
Okay.
There you go.
No, it's no different
Nice.
than any of the forums. You know, you just talk back and forth on forums, talk back and forth through the comments, and you make friends that way. Except you're talking about a video instead of a text post.
And also, you can link your YouTube page to your Facebook and Twitter. So every time a video is uploaded, or if you really want to get into it, and YouTube has a bunch of different options for, you know, it can even update if you liked a video, favorited a video, whatever. It's a good way to get your stuff out there if you already have a Facebook or Twitter that's pre-existing, that's pretty popular.
Like we'll go post, we do it manually because it's just easier for us. We'll go post the YouTube link on our personal Facebooks and then on our Haunts fan page.
And as well as Twitter, you can use Tumblr, Google+, Reddit, all the forums, any place that you think someone will watch a haunt video.
Garage of Evil, we upload all of our little videos on Garage of Evil too.
You can post them everywhere.
And that's literally, YouTube can do Facebook and Twitter automatically, but you literally just copy and paste the link, and then you go to the website you want to post it on, and then like Garage of Evil, add video, and then literally just a box to paste that link. You press upload, and your video's on Garage of Evil.
And it's still the same YouTube linked video, so all the music gets are still off the YouTube.
Yeah, it all gets go back to YouTube. So.
Okay, so every time somebody like we have our videos on our actual web page.
Yeah.
If people view that, it gets marked on the actual YouTube
Yeah, as
page.
long as
well.
as long as it's as long as if it's a YouTube video on your page, then yeah, it'll get viewed on as a YouTube view.
All right, getting views and subscribers. I mean, everybody wants to have the views in the video. You want to have subscribers because, like I just said, subscribers are what allows that person to know that you've uploaded a new video. Be patient. It doesn't happen overnight.
We never thought people would actually watch.
That's the cool thing about the hunt community though. If you start uploading videos, it'll pretty much get passed around the YouTube hunt community. Like we're very generous, like to give each other, we're kind of like help each other out, like shout outs and stuff. It's like, oh, you guys check out this new hunt guy who's making these cool videos, or like there's that, I don't remember his name, he's all like, if I get 300 subscribers, I'll start showing you how to do all these how-tos. And so we did, and we all shared his YouTube page, and now he's making how-tos of all his cool props.
Yeah, which I mean, as haunters, it's such a powerful networking tool to see what other people have done and to learn from it. But be patient, like I said, it doesn't happen overnight. Sub for sub and other things like that.
If you get an email and they're offering you pay them money and they will give you subscribers, it's a scam. Or if you just get an email from a random person saying, you sub to my channel, I'll sub to your channel, you're not getting a view. You're just, there's people trying to just get famous on YouTube.
Build their subscriber numbers, which like Zach said, doesn't reflect your view counts at all.
Yeah.
It used to be, in order to get the elusive partnership with YouTube, you had to have, you know, a lot of subscribers, a lot of views, and what we talked about before, a lot of people liking and favoriting your video and whatnot. Not so much anymore. Unfortunately, partnerships are just handed out. So hard work, yeah. But stay away from scams like that because you want people that are actually going to view what you have. You don't want just another ghost subscriber, I guess. Ghost reference. Google AdWords coupons. If you Google AdWords, which is an advertising thing that Google has, basically when you guys see the little clickable ads on the videos, those are Google ads. I'm not telling you to advertise with them, but if you go and sign up for a Google AdWords account and you don't do anything, Google will send you a coupon for between $50 to $100 advertising credit to try to get you to advertise. So at that time, you can go and you can make your ad. You can set it for, you don't even have to enter a credit card number, I don't believe. But you can use that advertising credit to advertise your vlogs or your haunt video or whatever. So it's kind of a twisty way to do it, but it does work. And also, it is keyword sensitive. So when people search on YouTube, when they just Google random haunt stuff, it's more prevalent, apparent. See, this is where editing comes in. You guys don't see this on a daily basis. It'll bring up with the keywords and everything. It'll bring that up.
YouTube partners. How it works is, if you're a YouTube partner, essentially you're making money off the advertisements that YouTube puts on your video. If you're a huge YouTuber, you make your living off of it year round. There's a guy who does daily vlog. He gets 500,000 views every day. He can support his family of 5, and we watch these videos every day, and they're not doing bad. Like, they have a nice house in Santa Monica in California, and yeah, it's but that's in like the haunt setting. You're not gonna get famous off of YouTube. You're not gonna make a ton of money off of YouTube. And that goes into the monetization of your videos. Pretty much how it works with YouTube is if you'll get a popular video, they're gonna email you saying, hey, would you be interested in putting ads in front or behind this video or on the side of this video? And they'll pay you for the clicks, essentially. And when you get into that, you have to go start a Google AdSense account, because it's the way Google will pay you if you do start making money. Once that happens, you're gonna get like fractions of a cent per click. Like, you literally have to, like I said, get 500,000 views of video to make it worth anything.
Don't ever click your own ads.
Don't click your own ads. That's contract, like 20 times when you sign the contract from Google. Don't click your own ads, because they know. Because it's Google, they know everything. So, and then channel-wide monetization is like, you used to have to apply for it. You had to apply for partnership. They reviewed your YouTube account. They see how many subscribers you have, how, if you have any strikes against your account, anything like that. And then they would say, congratulations, you're a partner. You can put ads on all your videos. You can add extra things to your channel to make it nicer. You can put a nice big banner at the top. You can click. You can do custom thumbnails, because when you upload a video to YouTube, YouTube gives you 3 pictures to
Random
pictures. So it's something at the beginning of your video, the middle, and the end. And at least for us, it's always just some weird face shot of us talking. So if you're a YouTube partner, you actually get to upload an image for your thumbnail.
I won't tell you how many faces I've had on there. Viral videos, for us, I don't want to count anybody out, but it's probably not going to happen.
You can't set out to make a viral video. They just happen. Like that, and that's kind of the weird thing with YouTube is, especially with it being such a popular medium, advertisers think, let's make a viral video, and we'll make a lot of money off that, and it never works. And so like, you can't plan something to go viral at all. Like we uploaded stuff like, when we first got our puppy, he was riding around on the mop when my mom was cleaning the floor, and we're like, let's get the camera out, that's gonna go viral. That's like 100 views.
We upload baby videos all the time.
Oh yeah, we do upload baby videos sometimes. Yeah, they don't go viral. We don't have a viral video at all.
And also, full partner, like I said before, you used to have to apply for it. Now YouTube basically...
They just give it to you. They'll just email you and say, congratulations, you're a partner.
If your views start getting high and your likes and favorites and everybody is engaged in your video that you have, yeah, YouTube will just give it to you. But again, Haunter videos, don't expect to make more than a couple bucks a day. I mean, if that's the way that you go, it's more beneficial to you or just for this little picture on there. That's the whole reason why I want to become partners. Just change a picture.
Yeah, people like to see how you do stuff. Like I was saying earlier that, I shouldn't have said that the people who watch our build videos aren't customers, because there were people when we're working the haunt who come up to us and go, oh my God, we watched you guys building this thing. I can't believe you're here. To which we replied, well, we run it, why wouldn't we be at our own haunt? It's like, but, and so like we had people like you coming up to us just like wanting hugs and stuff. It was like, oh, you guys do such cool stuff. And so like the community does see it. And especially like when we get like newspaper and stuff involved when they're interviewing us, where we've documented the entire build process so you can see how that goes. But from a Haunter standpoint, Haunters love seeing each other's work. Like it's like crack. And so like I said, in the off season our videos get anywhere between 100 to 200 views a day. During build season we're getting 700 to 800 views a day. And and so it just jumps up like that because everyone just wants to see what we did that day, and so if you do behind the scenes videos for your haunt, home or pro, like people like to see it.
I think especially more with pro too, because it's like all these haunts that everyone knows about. It's like getting to see behind the scenes footage. It's the same with like why people buy DVDs and special editions of DVDs, is to see all the cool, how Inception was made, sort of stuff.
In the very back of your handout, there's a questionnaire. Let us know how we did. You guys can, when you're done, you can turn them into the front. But also, if you guys have any questions, even if it's not right now, you can feel free to email me, pitch me at the convention, at the booth. I'd be happy to answer any of your questions. But questions right now, if anybody have any. Yes.
So you really got to be careful when you're walking around videotaping with, that there's background, even a TV station playing or something, news channel or.
Guilty.
Yeah, and it kind of sucks before I started vlogging. I'm a huge music fan. I mean, I'm always playing music in the truck, at home, and now that I do vlog or for the purpose of the class and make a video, it's like the music's like usually always off, and I miss my music.
We have a haunt video where we were building the haunt. We had CCR in the background, and it was super loud because I was right by the stereo. And I'm trying to film stuff, so I literally scream in the camera and run through the haunt to get to Jeremy, so we don't get flagged for copyright. And it was funny, so we didn't edit it out.
Yeah, one thing I didn't see up there is during your editing process is voiceovers.
You can you have to have audio programs to do voiceovers, but you can add any sort of tracked music, audio over a video pretty easily on all the programs.
Yeah.
Like for us, like we just did it the cheap way. We actually would just film like our audio. We just film it on our cameras, leave it on the desktop, and then we would just put it on. It's kind of like the long way, but we put it on YouTube, and then we would do like listen to YouTube.com, download it. It turns it into an MP4, and now we have our audio file. And that's the free way to do it without buying audio software.
Yeah. I use Sony Vegas on a PC, and some of the voiceover work, like You Might Be a Haunt or If video, I went and actually just had the camera, regular video camera, and recorded the audio into it, and then when I uploaded it to the program, I just made the video track disappear. So I just put the audio into what I was doing and canceled the audio on the original clips I did.
And the other thing is like if you're filming your scenes and stuff, and then you're doing the narration while you're filming, as opposed to doing your narration when you get back into the editing process. That way, I would almost think that would be more a better way, because you can go back and you kind of script out what you want to say on the video.
It's the longer way, but it is the better way because you're more collected. You watch what you filmed, so you can talk about it better instead of just hoping it all works out on the fly when you're doing it. Like,
yeah. I mean, but that's the difference of making a vlog, what we do, and like a nice YouTube.
Yeah, like if you're doing like a nice how-to, like
voiceovers, everything.
Like Tara from Scary Lady Video, she does voiceovers for all of her how-tos to make them nicer.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I think the one thing you guys forgot to mention was in order how to drive people to your YouTube channel is the relevant interviews. If you're doing a vlog or you have people in the haunt industry that you have interviewed. I know that what happened with me is Troy interviewed me, and then I linked it. I put it, I don't know if you've seen it yet, I put it on my website, so anybody who goes now, who Googles my name with backstory writing or anything that has to do with actor development, they're going to go to that page and they're going to see that video, and when they click on it, it gives you a hit right on yours, and that's that added aspect of driving people too, because that's an unexpected place that your video is going to show up, that on the my Facebook page and everywhere else, and you guys the same way. When you talk about stuff that's relevant to me or to what I'm doing, then I'm going to post your video, and it's going to drive people back to you to give you your numbers to go up.
That's on point.
That's why we do movie reviews. I mean, like, because personally, I hate movie reviews. I never read them, but we do them anyway because it brings
a whole different audience.
Normal people, into, you know, reviews of horror movie fans who don't know, because we always end our vlogs or end the reviews with, you know, we do a haunt and stuff, we do Halloween stuff kind of year round. Check that, so check that out.
Which is kind of good to bring people that would normally watch Halloween type videos like what we do to bring the normal customer.
That was another point I had. We had when we first started doing our videos, we were just going to always be Halloween related, but then eventually we started running out of Halloween stuff to do in the middle of March. So, all right, let's just film what we're doing that day, and we actually got branched out into a normal audience, and so now we actually get people who will stop watching when we start building the hunt, because they only care about what we're doing with our family at Disneyland that day, or my sister dances in the Nutcracker. They only care about that stuff. So if you do stuff that will get more people in, it's always better.
I have a lot of videos, and sometimes I'll look at them. You Google yourself, and they'll pop up different random places. Oh, we get credited for those views when our videos are on they're not even on YouTube.
You should, because a lot of those
they're
websites,
like European sites and
they're just embedded links. So
they should be, yeah. But if you click on it,
it might take a while.
If you click on it and it's not a YouTube player, then yeah, that's where you have the issues.
Yeah.
And YouTube in your analytics on your channel page or your video page, you can see where a lot of your hits come from.
Yeah. Which we're talking about is you can literally click on a video and it'll bring up graphs and like your age demographic of that video, what countries it's being viewed in, where it's being linked, and what dates it was linked on, and tells you everything you want to know about your video and where it's going and who's watching it.
Question?
How much time per week do you spend on doing what you're doing? Is there really a return on investment on that for why you're keeping up?
For us, yes, because like we said earlier, we wouldn't be doing the pro gig if it wasn't for the videos. So every ounce of time we spent has been worth it for us, and it becomes a fun hobby. I mean,
yeah, it is a hobby.
Because we're not doing it. We don't make any money off of our videos. We're just doing it for the fun of it, and it's definitely worth the time for us.
But we spend not that much time. It takes maybe like 30 minutes for us to edit and render a video, and then upload it to YouTube. It takes however long YouTube is, but usually we upload at night, so we'll just upload it to YouTube, fill out all the descriptions, tags, and title, just go to bed. So.
And as far as me, I spend probably about 17 to 20 hours a week in editing and getting everything taken care of. There is one video right now, the drop panel video, that's doing really well. And as far as a partner with YouTube, and I usually don't talk about this, seeing about $2 a day. So monetarily, and $60 a month, so that's money.
How many hits is that for it to be $2 a day?
It really depends. YouTube has different ads. So they've got one ad that's 15 seconds long that you have to watch. They've got other ones that vary in length that you can actually skip and not watch. But if the person does not watch for 30 seconds of that, then you don't get paid. So if they hit skip before those 30 seconds, you don't get paid. Clickable ads get you a lot more money because it takes, the person actually has to have an action to click on that and pull up the website, wherever that ad's for. I choose just to have the short 15-second commercial people have to watch. About ½ cent a view on that is probably what I'd estimate that being.
Troy, if I can add on to like the value of the video and vlogging, one of the big things like for me was really just the friendships. Meeting these guys, and then coming here to West Coast this weekend. 25 people recognized me right away. Oh, Columbia Manor, I watched your video. So I met a ton of new people that we had a great time with last night, hanging out, that kind of thing, as well as like tips. So when I'm building something, somebody will watch my video and leave a comment, and they're like, hey, you know what, this would be really, really cool. And I'll be like, yeah, that's a great idea. And then I'll alter what I'm building because of the comment they made on my thing, and I try to reply to every comment. I don't do like commenting on comments like Troy does, where he actually does it on his blog. But I'll go back and I'll make sure I go back to each video and say thank you or whatever. And then another thing that's also kind of happened because of it is Shadow of Palms. Walter with Shadow of Palms started a video chat. So every Thursday night, there's 25 of us haunters that get on this video chat, and there's 25 of us chatting. There's 30 people watching us. and we just talk about, you know, tech chat and building props and what we're up to and you know, that kind of stuff. So it's as for me, it's been all the friendships and the networking I've you know, gained in building my haunt and getting my name out there and everything. So
yeah, and I agree. I mean, the biggest thing that YouTube is right now is networking. I mean, making friends. I mean, if it wasn't for YouTube, I wouldn't have met Dana. I wouldn't have met Dana. You're sitting right. I mean, everybody that I've met, and it's not just that. It's, you know, the sharing of props, the sharing of ideas, the sharing of videos. Because, you know, if you're a home haunter, you're going to be watching a pro haunt trailer, you know, and you probably will end up going to that just to check it out. So the community that we have is really strong, and I'm very fortunate to be a part of it.
And the like trailers for your haunt works too, like just as free advertising. I mean, ours got like I think a couple thousand views, but we had people, because we would ask when they bought the tickets, how did you hear about us? Oh, the YouTube trailer. And we literally just took clips from the past year's walkthroughs. We paid to get a voiceover for it, and yeah.